Welcome to the new and improved Lockdown 2.0. A few weeks ago, I did a Zoom call with some friends over at the UCD Music Society about college during COVID. And I was planning on making a series of videos to follow up with the things that people found helpful. But, things were opening up and it seemed like life was approaching normality. And I also really hated the idea of having to make any kind of video and putting it out on the interwebs. But here we are, back in level 5. So over the next few weeks, and I can't believe it'll be weeks, I'll be setting out some thoughts on life in lockdown. My first thoughts when putting this together was to try and convince myself to be upbeat and positive. But I'm worried that would have come across as insincere, because it would have been insincere. Things aren't feeling great right now. And our starting point, whatever it is, whatever other choices we make, has to be checking in with ourselves and letting ourselves feel however it is that we feel. This sucks. It sucked earlier this year. It sucks now. In a lot of ways, it actually feels worse now because the weather's getting colder, the days are getting shorter. We can't be outside in the same way that we were. And also the fact that we've gone back to level 5 feels like a massive setback just when it seemed like things were heading in the direction of going well. And then I had this mental block about making any videos because the truth is I don't have a solution. Like, there's no dressing this up, there's no bright side, there's no if you can just think about this differently, everything will be better. No amount of mental gymnastics or emotional repression is going to make this feel any better or change the way that you're feeling about it right now. I do think, there are tips, but these tips that I'm going to share are not going to work for everyone. They're ideas, and some people will love those ideas and others will hate them, and let me know that in the comment section. But the big thing is that there's no one right way of doing lockdown. Or if there is, I know that I personally haven't found it yet. But there is starting points. There is good choices we can make. And those good choices can lead to other good choices that they don't fix everything, but they can make some things better. And in the middle of a global pandemic, some things better is a win I will take. So the first one is really obvious, almost to the point of being too obvious to say out loud, but I think it's important to say it. And that's talk. Talk to someone with whom you can be honest and where you are given the permission, the space, and the freedom to talk about how you really feel, however it is that you feel. Maybe you've been thinking about seeing a counselor or a therapist. If so, do it. Times like this can bring up so much stuff in our lives, negative thoughts, patterns, behaviors, some of which we understand and we can kind of get our mind around, but a lot of which are unknown to us or new to us, or they've come from a place that was deep within us that we didn't know was there. And counseling or therapy can really, really help to get to the bottom of that. So if that's what you've been thinking about, go do it. Or maybe it's a friend. And if it's a friend, make sure that it's the right friend to talk to. Don't choose the me more friend. You know, that friend who's like always trying to outdo every story, emotion, and struggle that you have. They're not the right person to talk to about this. Don't talk to somebody who's dismissive. Don't talk to people who are overly positive to the point of denying your pain, your experience, or reality. Talk to somebody who has earned the right to be trusted with your feelings, because that's the safest place for you to talk and be heard. If you're a student, and I presume you're a student if you're watching this, talk to a student advisor. They're sources of so much wisdom and knowledge about the way in which the schools in which they work. There's so much of the ins and outs of college life that they'll be able to talk you through. And this is particularly true if you're a first year just starting out and this whole thing is new to you. Get the help there that they can give from their experience on the inside track. Or talk to one of us, one of the chaplains. One of the best things of the last 7 months for me has been walk and talks. Grabbing a takeaway coffee on campus, off campus, with a student, and just going for a walk. Talking about life, struggles, faith and spirituality, relationships, family, whatever it is that somebody needs to talk about. It can be whatever it is that you need. Sometimes what we need is just to talk to somebody who's outside of our friendship group or our housemates or our family about whatever it is that's bothering us, so that we can get that distance, that bird's eye view that helps us come to terms or get our head around something that's bothering us. If we can be that for you, then reach out to us, because it's literally what we're here for, and we would love to be able to help with that. One of the hardest parts of this crisis has been the loss of the natural and normal ways in which we look after each other and feel looked after through day-to-day interactions and conversations. They used to happen organically, which means that it's really, really hard to instigate them now. Sometimes I think the only thing scarier than hearing the words "we need to talk" is saying the words "I need to talk." But you do. We all do. So find that person who's the right one for you and reach out and say, if you have the time, I could really do with a chat. It's as simple as that, but it's also as hard as that and as vulnerable as that. But that is a great place to start. I'll be releasing more of these tips and ideas over lockdown. And I never thought I'd say these words, so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, or they'll also be posted on my socials, so you can find me at Not Scott Evans. If you'd like to follow the Chaplaincy team, we're just at UCD Chaplaincy on socials, so you can find us there, or visit our website, ucd.ie/chaplaincy. And on the Meet the Team page there, you'll find all our contact details. So if you'd like to book in for a chat, a walk, a phone call, video chat, whatever it is that you need, we're here for you. And we hope you're doing okay during this really, really tough time. Stay safe.